Hi, I'm Dr. Crystal Collier, and like you, I'm really excited about the summer. But how do you keep your brain safe, sharp, and healthy when you aren't in school? I spent many of my summers swimming, hanging out with friends, and unfortunately experimenting with risky behaviors. Those choices hurt my brain development and got me into a lot of trouble. I was lucky to get help, and now that I study how to keep the brain healthy, I learned that lack of supervision and structure during the summer sometimes equals increases in boredom, loneliness, isolation, body image issues, and substance use. Research shows that self-esteem and self-worth, as well as academic performance, can decrease over the summer months. It's amazing how so many awesome and not so awesome things can happen during the summer. But why do you think students are at higher risk for risky behavior over the summer months? Well, we do have a fully formed accelerator, but only a partly formed brake. And while young people are growing their frontal lobes, their fully formed limbic system may accelerate curiosity about things like drugs, alcohol, or other risky things. And we aren't doing homework or the usual organized activities that help form those long networks of neurons for the skills that we are usually learning. But the brain's rule rules. Use it or lose it. But there are plenty of things that you can do to keep your brain healthy, strong, and safe while having a blast this summer. But remember, your executive functioning skills still need you to use them so they continue to grow networks. So get busy and connect by scheduling playdates. I know that makes it sound like you're in elementary school, but scheduling in-person time with peers is critical for maintaining healthy levels of dopamine that only come from hanging out with people in person. This kind of self-care is great for our brain and helps maintain our self-worth and our self-esteem. Now, if you think your online friends are enough, think about this brain study that compared two groups of students. If you connected all the red dots, you'd see the brain connectivity of a group of teens who used recreational technology no more than a couple hours a day. Compare that to the purple lines, which show the brain connectivity of a group of teens who use technology 12 or more hours a day. Notice this thick area of connectivity for the tech overusers. This is the motor and sensory cortex areas of the brain, which makes sense because those are the parts of the brain they're using most. But look at how many brain cell networks they're developing in their frontal lobe. Not as many, especially when you compare them to the students who use technology less. Remember, many social media sites glamorize unhealthy body images, alcohol use, and drugs. And sometimes young people say to me that they think summertime is a great time to experiment with things like that because they can stop before school starts. Ugh, you guys know how the frontal lobe shuts off when someone's high or intoxicated. Are you willing to take the chance of hurting your brain or harming someone else while your developing adult brain is off? No way. Remember, drugs and alcohol increase dopamine, our body's natural reward chemical, way too high, changing the structure of our brain and causing dependence. There are so many other natural ways to increase dopamine that grow long networks of brain cells for healthy recreation and coping skills. Of course, we can use our media to stay connected, but beware. Are your influencers advocating positive or negative behavior, or maybe even daring you to do dangerous challenges? It may be fun to watch, but always use your critical thinking skills to analyze whether your influencers are advocating for your brain health or not. So how will you stay connected to peers, raise your self-esteem, and maintain what you learned by keeping your brain strong and protected while you're having a great time over the summer.